Tune in and listen. Queens on a mission, dripping the mic on Sunday nights, presenting you with 2020 visions. So join us this day and every Sunday night with Ameerah the Songstress on Blog Talk Radio, a for sure way to start your week off right. 2020 visions on Drip the Mic.
It's Ameerah the Songstress. No regret. You're tapped into 2020 Vision on Drip the Mic Network. All is well. Stay focused.
Tune in and listen. Two queens on a mission, dripping the mic on Sunday nights, presenting you with 2020 visions.
Hey, you guys. Happy New Year. It's 2021 and we are back in here with 2020 Vision. Some people ask, like, what are you going to do when 2021 comes and you're still saying 2020 Vision? Well, the point of it is staying focused, like 2020 Vision. That didn't just happen in 2020, but that happens in 2021, 2022, 2023, and so on and so forth. So y'all, give a big shout out to 2020 Vision. We still in this bitch. Hey! Yes! I'm so excited. Today, you guys, we're going to run down some of our favorite moments here on 2020 Vision. We're going to count down top 10, and we actually have some bonuses in there as well. I couldn't fit it in all in like just 10 moments. Like, it was so many moments. I mean, so many moments. First of all, I want to let me shout out Allegra. She came in and beat this face. She was subbing today for Dina. Shout out to you, Allegra. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. I'm just happy to be back. I hate when I miss a show. I also want to give a few acknowledgments. I don't want to really call this a shout out, but I want to just take a moment and just mention a few people that are near and dear to my heart that has, lost someone or even suffered from this pandemic and this healing that we're going through. First of all, I want to shout out a good friend of mine, long time friend. We haven't seen each other in years and been around each other in years, but she lives in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I want to shout out Sharonda and and her daughter. And don't want to get into her business, but I just want to send love and light to her and peace and understanding, and just to let you know that we love you, we're here for you, and we understand, and whenever you're ready and whenever you need to reach out to us, we are here for you. I want to send peace and love to Sharonda's family. Also, one of my what would I call him, my network mates, station mates, and he also told me about this station. He told me, you got a podcast, you're trying to do a live stream, you're trying to do you're trying to do blog talk and all that all at the same time, go holler at my boy Tony. So I want to shout out Clifton and his family as it regards his son. Again, don't want to put his business out there, but I want to say we're sending you love, life, and light, brother. And if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have been on this station and found you being in Go Network. So just want to send love and light to you, and we're here ready and waiting to step in any way we need to with love and help and support, and we can't wait until you're back, and we can get some more rare grooves going. So shout out to you, Clifton, and your family. To all who has lost someone during this time, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge you and just to send love and light and life to you, and peace and understanding. We are here. You are not alone. I know it feels like no one can understand and feel your pain, but we are here. We are here. We love you. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge my son, Malik. He's been diagnosed with COVID, but it's his healing. It's not his demise. It is his healing, and he's shy, so he's probably gonna get mommy for putting him on blast. But he's coming through it like a champ, and we want to send you love and light, Malik, and pray for your health and strength, which that's what we're going to focus on, your health and your strength. As well as I want to acknowledge my producer, Sean Penn. He has 7 songs on my new LP that will be dropping a little later this in the first quarter of this year of 2021. He penned 7 songs for me, and right now he is also got diagnosed with COVID. But I want to send love and light to him, his family, his friends, his partners, his business partners, his best friend, his everyone that's in his corner. He's also August Alsina's producer, as well as a whole host of other R&B artists that are out here doing the damn thing right now. Sean, we love you. We're waiting and knowing that you're going to have a triumphant return and speedy recovery. And we want to send all the love and light and healing out to you. As a matter of fact, let me just do this. You guys know I do Reiki. Anybody that knows Ameerah, I do Reiki. And I just want to send some love energy out to everyone I just mentioned and anyone that I didn't mention. I want to send some healing energy out to you. And for those of you that don't know how Reiki works, is we focus on healing energy. We focus on the energy that's actually inside of you. We focus on your healing instead of your disease or anything that's hurting you. We don't focus on that. We focus on the light inside of you. We focus on your God-given ability to heal yourself. And so that's what we're going to do. And we also focus on the chakras, the 7 chakras. So that's what we're going to do. And anybody that wants to join in, any Reiki healers, any healers out there, anybody that know how to lay those hands, anybody with love and light in their heart, anybody that wants to give the world, the universe energy, please join in with me. And let's just take a moment of silence, and let's just give energy and love to the people. As I focus love and light, I offer love and light into the universe. I offer healing to the world. I offer love. I offer peace and understanding. I love you all. I love you all. I hope you can feel me. Okay. I also want to send that love and that light and that healing energy out to Burundi. Also his wife, Neff, and the whole team. We gonna get through this, y'all. We gonna get through it. All right. So like I said, you guys, this is a good show today. We are going to count down some of our favorite moments, and we're going to get right into it. I want to start the countdown. Let's start the countdown. The first clip is Dr. Crystal Cologne. Y'all remember we had her on here? Yeah, let's show that clip. Right.
So, I mean, they tried everything. Oh, it's no hostage clause. There's no this. We're not going to.
What'd you say, a hostage clause?
Yeah, they have a hostage clause where if somebody holds you hostage, they're not coming to get you.
Okay.
And I was like,
what?
Yeah. And so, I felt like they just kind of gave me all these, things to discourage me to kind of push forward.
Well, that would be kind of discouraging if they wasn't going to give you a hostage clause. That means your ass is grass. It's like if the prisoners take you hostage, oh well. That probably would have discouraged me, but
it didn't discourage me.
Okay.
And it was so funny that you say that, because I think they gave me the job. They're like, here, take the job. You want it? Here.
Yeah.
And I think the third day I was held hostage. I'm like,
I think what you say, Aziz.
That's man.
the third day I was held hostage, and I'm serious. I'm like in negotiation mode now. I'm like, you took me? They not gonna come get me. Why would you take me? I'm like, look, let's come up with a plan. We need to go get the ward. That's the person you need, not me. I'm a no booty just like you. They're like, no, we're gonna use you for ransom. I'm like, I don't know what you're getting. You ain't gonna get nothing. So for I think about 14, 18 hours, we in there playing cards and chess. Cause I was like, I told y'all. I was like, I don't know what y'all was thinking, but nah.
They're not coming to get me.
Nah, they not. Now.
Yeah, that was my number 10 favorite moment on the show. I love Crystal. So I call her my Shiro. She's obviously a doctor, and that clip was about when she entered the prison system as a doctor, and she was talking about a no hostage clause. In other words, when they take her hostage, no one's coming to get her, but she's there to make sure that the inmates are, safe and healthy. But if they take your ass, no one's coming. So she was telling us that story. I swear she needs her own show. She could, be a stand-up comedian. But anyway, I chose that one because it just shows her diversity as a woman, obviously as a doctor, her pioneer, the fact that she's a pioneer, and the fact that she's such a strong woman. Like, who goes up in a damn prison system, like, knowing that if they get took? And she sat there and played cards with the inmates, like, hey, like, it's all good. That was definitely one of my favorite moments. Mr. Cook, you're going to have to talk to me because I'm going to need somebody to talk to. Yeah.
Not a problem. As long as I don't get on that camera, I'll be all right.
You're going to have to say something, though. Somebody go, Tony, somebody. Nobody wants to come co-host with me today, so.
I think that clip was actually pretty funny. I think, and you're right, Crystal has a lot of good stories, and she's a very funny person.
Yeah.
And that entire episode was pretty good.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious. So moving right along, who do we have next? What clip do we have next? My number 9. Oh yeah, this one was Calling All the Gods. We had a lot of spiritual gurus on this episode. So check this out. We just had a special guest enter the building. It's another love and light bringer, producer, writer, spoken word artist, dream maker, Grammy maker. Just came in and joined us. It's a special surprise for us today. Malik Youssef just walked in the door, and he wants to add on to this love and light conversation.
Yeah, blessings, man. How y'all doing, man? I want to say this, like, the power of the mind is not a joke, right? If you knew how powerful thoughts were, you would probably never have a negative one. So as a man thinketh, so as a woman thinketh, so is he. I am, therefore I think. I think, therefore I am. I don't feel any way that this is an uncommon happening in our world. I feel like this is apropos in the transitional aspects of humanity. I feel like there's always going to be reset buttons. There's always going to be times when you got to get up and do it all over again, where you're going to get knocked down, you're going to lose everything. I mean, it's not for everybody, but most people, that as you aspire to do something great, you're going to be met with great resistance. I'm not finna play no games about it and say that it hurts and that's okay. It's painful and that's okay. It's done damage and that's okay. Because you can repair damage. It might leave a scar, but it's still repaired. And I think that we live in a world where we sometimes have forgotten that it's supposed to be smooth sailing. And there's a Phoenician saying, calm seas do not a good sailor make. This is good for everybody involved. I know you said, what you mean good? It's challenging you. Challenges are how things grow. The earth challenges the acorn. You understand me? The earth challenges the acorn. Are you going to come out of this dark place? Are you going to bust through this dark facade? Are you? This morning, when me and my son were doing push-ups, he's like, oh, I'm getting tired. I said, good. Because the people that's well rested have never done much of note in our world. It's the people that's tired, dare I say exhausted, overwhelmed, that make the moves go. We don't have anything to worry about, nothing to be afraid of. Let me tell you something. Fear weakens your immune system. Uh-oh. Fear weakens your immune system.
Wow. That's something.
Happiness and joy fortify it. Scientists all over the world tell you the power of a smile. Because it's chemical. We have evolved to smile. But guess what? We've also evolved to deal with bad news.
Yeah.
We come from a place where at any given time, you could have been a wolf sandwich. And your family got to get up and move on. It's okay. We're going to take losses. If you're going to live, you're going to lose. If there is no pain, y'all know the other part of that. I'm not trying to do poetry right now.
No gain, but
there
you
ain't
will.
going to be no gain. We step into the light, not because there is no darkness. We step into the light regardless of the darkness.
Come on.
We shine in spite of how dark it is on the inside of us. Everybody gonna have dark days. Something's gonna be introduced to you that makes you feel bad, or makes you feel less than, or makes you feel unwanted or unloved. But that's not true. That's what you believe. Because guess what? It changed tomorrow. It'll change tomorrow. Nevada used to be an ocean. Okay, I'm saying that. Nevada used to be an ocean.
I didn't know that.
A prehistoric ocean. It changed into a desert. The Sahara used to be an ocean. It changed into a desert. You understand? This is relevant for this day and age, what we're going through. And I wish, much like Yeshua, or if you speak Latin, Jesus, or if you speak Spanish, Jesus, it is written in scriptures that he said, oh, if this bitter cup could be passed.
Wow.
If I didn't have to do this, but we got to do it, though. It's part of the process. I want you to go in your mind, even in this hard time, and you don't have to do it right now. But I want you to go tonight when you're in your quiet place, if you have a quiet place, try to find one for a minute. Maybe go in the bathroom when everybody else sleep. Sacrifice a little sleep. Go back in your mind and find your fondest memory of you. Maybe it was an outfit you wore. Maybe it was something you achieved. Maybe it was an award. Maybe it was a reward. Maybe you did something really good for somebody. Find the happiest moment of you. Put that at the forefront of your mind and redevelop that feeling. Redevelop that feeling. Your body, your brain, everything's going to respond to that feeling. And it's going to release chemicals. Listen to me. It's going to release chemicals that make you feel better, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because it's biology.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm working on a song, I dig into my innermost parts to pull out the words that make me feel good about a situation that makes me want to use a certain word. I think about the colors of it, the smells, and then I come out of all that, I distill maybe one word. And that one word sometimes becomes the difference in a song going out of the park or being a pretty cool song. Okay. I go through the process.
Dropping jewels, giving us information.
You look like a jewel right now.
Oh, thank you.
That's beautiful.
I dreamed about this all night. And
that's crazy. And you manifested.
And manifested.
That is cold. I ain't gonna front. You be fresh all the time, but that right there.
You like it?
That's something special, yeah.
Thank you. It's my favorite color too.
Yeah, red, mine too. I'm Aries.
Hey, Aries. Oh, Aries is coming. Is it Aries season yet? Or are we still?
We Aries season.
Oh, Aries season.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah,
congratulations to all the Aries. All right. I don't have to explain why that's my number 9. I don't have to explain why that's one of my favorite moments. First of all, he was able to drop some jewels. He was able to come in and join in on the spiritual healing conversation. We had a lot of spiritual gurus on that episode, but when he came in, it just changed the whole dynamic of everything. The whole energy just shifted to a higher level, and he came in and he taught us some things and gave us some things to lean on, to hang our hat on, to aspire to. And so that's definitely one of my favorite moments of 2020 Vision in 2020. What you got to say?
Oh, I was just laughing and I was thinking to myself, every time Malik talks, he sounds like he's trying to spit poetry, like like he's always talking in almost in a rhyme fashion. Yeah. So it's always a pleasure to listen to him and hear what he has to say, and then also to like you said, pick up the jewels of knowledge that he's putting out there. So
yeah, it was great. What about you, Tony? You remember that episode?
I do it and I like it. He's cool. He's a cool guy.
We had such a good time. We had this whole 2020. I mean, I know it was a lot of crazy shit, but we made the best of it and we did a good job. Definitely.
You did good, girl.
Thank you. All righty, you guys. Oh, and remember, chat it up, chime in, Facebook. How y'all doing? I know y'all looking and watching. Y'all keep it lit on Facebook. I'm sorry. Y'all show me the most love on Facebook. Thank you so much. Facebook, keep it lit for me. YouTube, come on. Where you at? YouTube? Let's get it. Thank you for the watchers and the listeners. Blog Talk Radio and Drip the Mic Network. Thank you so much for chiming in as well. And then the IG people that like to watch behind the scenes. They don't care nothing about who on here. They just want to see what we doing behind the scenes. So shout out to you, IG. But make sure you guys chime in and even call me up. I'm by myself today. I don't have a co-host. I do have Mr. Cook and Tony. I'm not really by myself. But, I didn't bring in a special guest to do this with. I know. I didn't mean them.
Yeah, I just keep being quiet on those things. I'm like, yeah, all right. You by yourself.
I'm further away.
Yeah.
Well, this is what we do behind the scenes, y'all. But yeah, feel free. You guys come be the co-host as well. Chime in, call in. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about some of these moments, and even mention your favorite moment. If even if we don't pull it up today, mention that moment that you like to see. All right. So my next one, number 8, is That's Hilarious with Evan Lynell. That's my number 8 favorite moment of 2020 Vision. Show that for me, Tony.
So we had to do comedy in nightclubs.
Well, I don't want to ask what year this was, but that sounds crazy. Like,
it was no comedy clubs for black comedians that we knew of.
In Chicago?
In Chicago.
Wow.
Or pretty much nowhere in the United States, except for I found out the Comedy Act was here. The Comedy Act Theater was here and in Atlanta, but we didn't know about it because it was before social media.
Okay.
It was before any of this. Now, whatever's happening, you see it immediately.
That's right.
But in those days, in the 90s, this was in the 90s,
okay.
In those days, you didn't know what was going on in the next city.
Okay, right, I get it. I understand.
What we would do, we was running up under Bernie Mac, right? Because Bernie was the most popular comedian in town. in town, but none of y'all knew who Bernie Mac was.
Okay.
Only Chicago
knew. Okay.
Knew who Bernie Mac was.
Okay.
And I found out Bernie used to fly out here, not tell us that he was flying out here. Get a bunch of people's jokes and fly back to Chicago. And we thinking, Bernie's a genius. How does he write these jokes this fast?
You telling.
Bernie is. Every Chicago comedian we'd be running up under Bernie, thinking Bernie a genius. Bernie was doing Robin Harris, Ricky Harris. He was doing everybody.
And so Robin Harris was already out here in L.A.
Robin was already out here, and we didn't know Robin existed.
Okay.
That's what I'm telling you. We had no idea Robin Harris. Bernie wouldn't tell us anything about what was going on in L.A. He'd just come back to Chicago, and we'd be like, man, this dude is a genius. This was before Def Comedy Jam, before Comic View.
Right.
It was just us. And so I started the first black comedy club in Chicago because we didn't have any clubs, comedy clubs. We would have to go to the white comedy clubs. Okay. And then at the white comedy club, of course, it was their club. I'm not mad at them. They'd make us wait.
Right.
They decide who they going to put on, and you got to get off quick. They had their rules.
You have that light skin privilege? Just
I did.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie. I did.
You kept it real. But that's what you do.
I did. I got on. But unlike my other brothers, I helped everybody.
That's right.
Including Bernie Mac. Because Bernie was, he had pretty much quick comedy at first.
Okay.
Because him and Arsenio, he's from Arsenio's generation. So Bernie Mac had quick, him and Arsenio was hanging together. They was brothers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And Arsenio blew up and left.
Okay.
And Bernie at the time, the story that he told me.
Wait a minute. So Arsenio was in Chicago as well?
Yeah, he's from Chi.
Okay. See, this is coming home, ain't it?
He was in Chicago. I didn't know who Arsenio was until the famous Arsenio. I knew the broke Bernie Mac. The famous Arsenio, I knew of him.
Okay.
Because he was on Arsenio Hall show and all of this.
Yeah.
You know, and he was doing very well. And then Bernie sat me down and told me him and Arsenio used to be homies.
Okay.
And one night, Arsenio got a standing ovation.
Okay.
And Bernie went on after him and got booed off.
Oh, okay.
Like got booed off.
Okay.
And Bernie said he quit comedy.
Just because that one?
No. He had been through the ringer trying to get famous.
Okay.
He had literally been through. And
Yeah.
I didn't really know all of his struggles at the time because we was just getting to know each other.
Okay.
So this was his resurgence through me.
Oh, wow.
So I was starting comedy clubs with the money that I was making. You know what I'm saying? So I started this comedy club. The first name was We Be Funny. The We Be Funny
Comedy Club.
I got footage. Had you told me you was putting up footage,
yes.
I gave you some footage to put up. I'm telling you.
I'm thorough, baby. Next time.
Cheryl Underwood came and performed at We Be Funny.
We Be Funny.
Yes.
Drop the street name. Like what area?
It was on the north side of Chicago.
North side of Chicago.
At a club called AKA's. They had a wing next door that they wasn't using.
Okay.
And so I went to the owner, you know what I'm saying, who was this super cool white dude.
Okay.
He was like, Evan, whatever y'all want to do, I got a full showroom for y'all to do it in.
Okay.
We went, did it in showroom, and the nightclub was right next door.
Okay.
Adele Givens used to come hang out with us all the time. That's how me and Adele got tight.
Okay.
And Cheryl Underwood is actually the first person to actually bring me on stage and teach me about comedy. That's how deeply entrenched I am in Chicago comedy. So we were like the founders of making comedy happen.
Hey.
And I was so young. Here's a wild story.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. That's one of my favorite moments. You know, Evan came on and he had so many wonderful stories to tell us. Such a rich history in regards to his comedy background. And those stories about Bernie Mac were priceless. I loved it. He was so open and so free with telling us stories. And then just to get to know Bernie on a different level. And even though he's passed away, he's left us with so much great comedy and so much great content. And to have someone that, you know, was right there with him in the trenches with him and was actually a part of his success was just an honor to have on the show. And then, of course, Evan Lionel is such a great comedian himself, so humble. And so just to have him there telling us these stories was wonderful. So that was definitely my number 8. My number 8 on the 10 favorite moments on 2020 Vision. What you got to say?
So I think it's absolutely hilarious going back watching some of these, and a huge part of what makes this show so great is how comfortable you wind up making everyone feel. And I think the way what you just said about Evan, and then even some of the other guests that have come on, them being willing to divulge some of the things and some of these secrets, or some of the maybe not secrets, but some of these things that most people don't hear is because of how comfortable they are being on the show. So
That was good. Did you learn something, Tony, that day when Evan came through?
He's just a good storyteller. I like a good storyteller.
Yes.
And add that humor to it also. Whew,
Yeah.
that's funny. He's funny.
I remember at the end of the show, you were like, man, he's a great storyteller.
Right.
Like we could have just did like 2 more hours listening to all of his stories. Yeah. Shout out to you, Evan. Thank you so much for sharing that moment with us. And it is number 8 on our 10 2020 Vision favorite moments countdown. That's what this is. That's what we're doing. Without further ado, let's get to number 7. I think this was Actress Corner, was it? Or Actress Corner, right? Yeah. Number 7, Actress Corner with Victor Love. Let's show that one.
But we as people, we as a Black people.
Yes.
I don't know about Eurocentric people because I'm not Eurocentric.
Okay.
But we as Black people, we have so much pain and so much fight and so much that we have gone through just to be here. And I'm not making a political statement. I'm making a statement about my grandmother and my great-grandmother and my mother. Things that our parents have had to put up with just to get us that we're here.
Yes. Yep.
And that informed my acting. And I always felt in certain roles that I had gotten out of the way.
Yes.
I had gotten out of the way, and that I was a vehicle for something that was important. And when I started, like I said before, when I started forgetting that I'm a vehicle and started thinking that I was the shit, even though the world was throwing stuff at me,
right?
I was not happy. I was not healthy. And I had to lose my way to find it again.
Yes.
So when you say you were unhealthy, Victor, elaborate on that. Unhealthy physically, mentally, unhealthy how?
See, I think that people try to define health in ways that try to separate it. We are holistic beings.
Yes.
My spiritual health contributes to my emotional health.
That's right.
Contributes to my physical health. What the hell is it to be physically fit and not be spiritually
fit? That's right. I tried to plug myself real quick. That's what that was. Right now, plug it. YouTube.
Shameless plug.
The thing I like about this show too is that not only does people get a chance to express themselves holistically, but this touches on spirituality from so many different levels and so many different aspects. We don't have a judgment here as to how you praise and worship and subscribe to your higher calling or your higher being or your higher power. So with that, people are naturally able to just express themselves spiritually. That's what I like about it. And I love what Victor was saying, that, we are, we're holistic human beings. We're not just, it's not like your head is not connected to your feet, but all too often we think that we're not, having a holistic experience. We think, that's how I physically, feel, but that's not how I spiritually feel when it's one and the same. So I like the fact that you can come on this show and totally express yourself from any aspect, no matter who you are. Some, big celebrities all the way down to some independent artists, they're able to be free when they come here. So that's what I like. And that's why that was my number 7 favorite moment, watching Victor. He was also my teacher in Atlanta. I spent a few months in Atlanta in 2019, at the end of 2019, and I was I was recording my album. I was taking some dance classes, and I was also taking some acting classes. And Victor Love was my coach. So shout out to you, Victor. Thank you so much for blessing us. And yes, that was one of my favorite moments of 2020 Vision. What say you?
What say you, good sir? No, Victor was a great guest, and he actually had a lot of pieces in there, and I'll be honest, I was pretty shocked and pretty surprised at his spiritual insights. Not to say that hey, an actor or he doesn't have the right to, or no crap like that, but just like I just wasn't expecting it.
Yes.
And it was so unexpected, and so when he started speaking from that side of the house, it was a shock, and it was a beautiful thing. So
isn't it funny how we all come together, like we're all on this one accord? You know what I mean? Like you'll be surprised what people they almost subscribe to the same thing. I believe that especially in this country, we have more in common than we know, than we understand. We have more in common than we have differences. We all want to evolve in some kind of way. We all want love. We all want to be loved, give love. We all want to be happy. We all want our families to be healthy and happy. We all want success, whatever our level of success is. So it's amazing to watch us all come together and be able to express that. What you say, Tony?
Well, one thing I loved about what he said is, in this industry of entertainment, which is very ego driven,
yes,
he's very humble. He realized through his own journey that his own ego might have gotten into the way of his success. And so when he said, when I realized when my crap got in the way,
yes,
that's when sometimes his success grew.
Yeah.
So I think that was good for the young people that are trying to get in this industry, because reality shows and everything else is like that instant gratification, and it's like people don't realize this is not an overnight success for many people. It takes years.
That's right. So that's right. I agree, and I'm glad it was said. Okay, you know what? Let's crack this bottle open. We have many things to toast. I guess we can toast the whole year of 2020. Some people wouldn't agree. They would say it was shitty, but it was definitely a revelation time for us. And as I've said from the beginning of the year and even to the completion of the year, it was a healing time for us, and we may even still be going through some healing, but it was an uprising time for us. I love the way the nation came together. I love that we were able to look in the UK and over in the Middle East and back over in America and watch us all come together for one cause, which is and will always be justice. So, and freedom. That's what we want. Freedom. So, yeah, we can toast to that, freedom. And we have a new bottle this month. Is this pronounced Sia?
It is.
Okay. Tell us about it.
All right. So, Sia this month, what we're drinking in Sia, it's it's a blended scotch. So, we're back to scotches. And this particular one is, is actually a little crazy story behind it, but there's the very first scotch that was made by an American woman. Oh. So it's put together and crafted by an American woman.
Yes.
And it actually ranked very high. I think it was like 2016, 2017, and it got like a 96 score in the ultimate alcohol challenge or something like that. So it started off doing very, very well. Yeah, 96 points in the ultimate spirits challenge, beating out a lot of other competitors like Open 14 and Johnny Walker Blue. I'm sure a lot of people know Johnny Walker Blue and Open 14. Open 14 is actually one of my favorites, but long story short, it beat out those in that competition, and ever since it's been kind of blowing up. And so I figured, hey, based off of that information, and then the fact that it is from a woman putting it together, that it actually might be pretty smooth and you might actually enjoy it. So I figured we'd try it out this month.
All right. Well, without further ado, let's try Sia. Raise your glasses, everyone at home in Facebook land and YouTube land and Twitter land and Instagram land. You guys raise your glasses with me, whether you're drinking whiskey, scotch, green tea, green juice, apple juice, orange juice, milk. It doesn't matter. Raise your glass and drink with us. Salud.
Salud,
2020 vision, baby. Stay focused. Yeah. It's sweet going in.
Mm-hmm.
The finish is a little peppery, but it's not too like doesn't make me cough or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It goes away real quick though. Everything like the whole taste like leaves is in there and then it's out.
Yep. And then on this one, I didn't even have to
put water in it. Dilute it for me.
To downgrade it a little bit.
Straight no chaser. See that, ladies and gentlemen? I'm to the point. In 2021. Straight no chaser, baby. Remember when I first started out?
Yeah, it's still it's a matter of which ones we get you. So this one just happens to be a heck of a lot smoother and nicer. And that's one
creamy.
of the biggest. Yeah, that's one of the bigger things when you get to a blended versus if it was just so the blended, what they do is they take some really like they can take like 20-year-old, 18-year-old, some really longly aged scotches, which are like which would be like $200-300 a bottle, and they'll blend a little bit of that with like say a 14-year-old or a 12-year-old. And so they'll blend a couple different ones, and so you'll get this overall really smooth finish, with maybe harsh undertones like you were talking about at the end. You get that peppery taste or whatever. So it won't be overall smooth, or it won't be smooth throughout. It'll have some stages in it, but it won't be a complete gut check or as like say some some brand new or like a 10-year age or 12-year age scotches that in comparison.
Yeah.
But the problem is it's when you do blended, sometimes it's not as easy to keep it consistent bottle to bottle to bottle. So a lot of folks don't like to do it, and a lot and then hey, blended it's like, okay, well, hey, if I like it that smooth, why not just get an entire bottle of the smoothness instead of so it's kind of hit or miss on who likes what. So
I guess it's like a red blend, like a red wine, like Merlot and Cab. Why would we mix those? Well, some the thing I like about a Cabernet, it's not too sweet, but it's not as dry. Whereas a Merlot tends to be a little bit on the drier side, and sometimes like a what's that other one I like? But it's like Kool-Aid. It's real. It's very popular. It's kind of expensive. Was it? Not Beaujolais. What was it? It comes dark. Black Label. Oh God. I can't get it. It's not coming. But when I say it, it's red. It's sweet. It's almost like a dessert wine, but people just like drink it. Anyway, moving right along. We're not gonna sit here and talk about alcohol because obviously I'm not good at that. But yeah, I like a red blend wine, just so y'all know. Anyway, okay, so moving on. Number six. This was Actors Corner as well as That's Hilarious. We had like a few different titles for this show, and this one is Sherry Shepherd, my number 6 favorite moment on 2020 Vision. Play that for me.
You know what I did? I grabbed that fat. And it's so funny because I never had to grab that fat before, but that black mama kicked in. I found that fat that hurt. And you just pinch real good.
Right.
Still smiling when you pinch it. And he did that lean down, and I said, "Get up, fuck." Get up.
That's the mama face right there with the little lip. Yes.
Right there.
Exactly. I've seen that look.
You know what we want to do to you. You know what we want to do to you.
Yes.
And I got him up under there, and I held it for a little bit. I said, "You think that all that rising up on me? You think you the Incredible Hulk? I'm gonna show you the Incredible Hulk."
I've been there with my mom.
It's raising a boy who's going through all of that angst, and then also raising a young black man who's hearing about all of this stuff about people who might not like him because of his skin color.
Yeah, what do we tell them?
Too.
I
tell him, I said, I keep trying to reinforce, you have a beautiful heart.
Yes.
You have a beautiful heart. But where I'm struggling as a black woman, a black mother, is how do I tell my son, you are a king?
That's right.
So when I want to tell my son, this is what I want to tell him. If somebody following you and they say, "Who are you? I want to see your ID." Unless you the cop, you can say, "Forget you. I ain't got to give you nothing."
Right.
But now I have to say to my son, you can't do that. if somebody, the stuff that the entitlement that people are relying on.
Yes.
I'm going, how do I teach my son to be a king?
Yes.
And know he has rights, but also to get home alive. And see, I'm militant. I grew up in Chicago.
Right.
So I learned how to fight.
That's right.
But how do I teach my son that sometimes you have to temper that down?
Yes.
You can't rise up, which is what I want you to do. You got to bring that down and articulate, and you got to put on that face to an officer. And instead of going, why are you stopping me? Now you got to put your hands on a steering wheel or up in the air. That goes against everything in me.
In you. Right. I know. I get
everything.
It. I understand
but
it.
I got to tell him that because I want him to come home. And I fight with that every day. Of going, Jeffrey, when we go out there and walk these dogs, when those neighbors of the alabaster skin hue come out, you must smile and wave. What if you don't feel like smiling and waving?
Right.
But I have to tell him, you've got to appear non-threatening.
Yes.
So that they know that you're okay. And I don't like that.
No.
Wow.
No.
Don't like it.
It feels like it takes something from them. It takes their manhood from them. It takes that natural testosterone, that strength of a man.
Yeah.
It takes it feels like it minimizes that. It takes it away from them. They have to become docile, and that's not even Yeah. Wow. I think it's obvious why that was one of my favorite episodes. First of all, it was Sherry Shepherd. Come on, let's just give it up for Sherry Shepherd. Let's just take a minute. Let's just give some hand claps to Sherry Shepherd, please. Yes. Yep. Definitely. My number 6 moment, I like because she was able to be real and honest about something that is very real and honest in our communities, things that happens to us as mothers. She came from not just a mother, but a single mother, and not just a single mother, but a single mother that's raising a man child, a single mother that's raising a man child, a black man child, and so she hit on so many things for me that was near and dear to my heart. I was a single mother for 13 years, and I raised 3 boys into men. And so it was something that I had to talk to my children about as well. And it's such a hard conversation to have while trying to tell them how to protect themselves. You also have to tell them that they are strong, that they are everything, that they are kings, and that they deserve the best in life. Except in this one moment when you have to downplay yourself or minimize yourself or subdue yourself to accommodate and satisfy somebody else's insecurity, because that's what it comes down to. So to hear her as one of our celebrities that we look up to, as one of our stars that we aspire to be, go through some of the same things, just to, have that human experience, that human woman, black woman with black child, black male child experience was very near and dear to my heart. That's why I picked that moment as one of my favorite moments. It was very real. And as Evan Lydnell says, can we talk about what's real? And she definitely did at that point. So that's why I like that moment. That's why that's one of my top 10.
Yeah, I think that moment was very, very hard hitting. One of the big reasons why I liked it as well was you don't see a whole lot of women, speaking to the piece of strength. Not that, at least not publicly, or at least I didn't growing up, and even, in regards to raising boys and the countless, like I like to say all the time, off camera, the countless boys that I've turned to men, throughout my career. You don't hear a lot of that conversation about, being strong, or, how to continue to be strong and continue to maintain your manhood, even though you are constantly being, demasculated in so many different ways. So, it was, I think, hearing that someone is concerned about that, or hearing that a mother is concerned about that is pretty important and pretty hard hitting. And so I think that, that's something that definitely, younger men need to hear on a regular basis. Not just, hey, shut up and do what what you're told so that you can make it home safe. Because, you hear that all the time. That's a lesson that gets taught all the time, right? Be quiet, do what you're told, do this, do that to make sure that you make it home safe, because that's the most important thing. Okay, got it. But yeah, what about me being a man? What about me being the person that I'm supposed to be? Or, hey, especially teenage boys, like the whole teenage rebellion piece from boys has to do
that's
with,
natural.
with trying to become a man and testing the grounds and fighting, bucking against the system or bucking against your parents and so on and so forth. But,
but some of us can't afford that. We can't afford to have that natural evolution of being a human being.
Exactly. And so, so it's, I think not just focusing on, what you have to do to get home, but understanding that, hey, if I'm a young teenage boy, knowing that my mother and that my parents think about it from that perspective too, like, hey, how am I supposed to maintain my manhood? How am I supposed to grow into my manhood with this stuff going on? And the fact that they're concerned about it, I think is definitely an extremely important part to to display and show.
Yep. All right. Okay. Enough said. Yep. Okay, let's move on. Let's move this train down the road. My number 5, I believe it was Spiritual Release with Amaka and Shaman Baba T. Let's show that one.
On the journey, on the path, and double, you will see triple of it. You will say, I don't need this much. I'm not even asked. I didn't even ask for that much, but it'll come anyway.
Okay.
I also heard that as soon as you asked the question and Shaman Baba T started talking, I also heard that they said, the spirit said, you have a lot of love, life, and light around you. You just need to succumb to the energy. So I think Amaka, it kind of explained it and broke it down, but they just gave me that phrase. Yeah. You have a lot of love, life, and light around you. You just have to succumb to that energy. Thank you, Nicole, for calling in.
Thank you, guys.
We appreciate you here.
Thank you, Nicole.
All righty.
All right. Thank you for that advice.
Moving right along. That was Nicole. Who else do we have? We have Quinn. Quinn, are you there?
Yes.
How are you?
Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm good.
Hi, Quinn.
Well, welcome to 2020 Vision. Do you have a question for either Shaman Baba T or Amaka?
Shaman Baba T.
Okay.
But it's for all.
Okay.
Everybody, I'm welcome. I'm open.
Okay.
My thing is, I really do want to know what my ancestors, what message they do have for me in regards of putting myself first. I always put others before me. I know I need to start calling myself by my name. My name is Quintessence, but I always shorten it up for Quinn. It's just that I don't know how to, or like, what is my purpose, and I am afraid to step out into that because it's like unknown to me. It's like I can help others, but when it comes to myself, and I feel like I already was told that it's my time, and I've been doing that, but I also feel selfish because I'm letting everyone know that I don't have the time or the space, to help you with whatever problems you're going through, or to be your, emotional dumpage. That's how I feel like I'm helping you out, but then it's me. Like, what can I do for Quintessence, should I say? It's like I need to center myself, and I don't know how to center myself.
Okay. I think she's right on track.
That's where I'm at.
I think she's right on track. I'm sorry, Shaman.
Let me say this. All of us on this panel, the ancestors are channeling through, not just me. It's coming. Any one of us, give it.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think you're right on track. I think you're doing the work. You're doing the necessary steps. And all too often we tell ourselves that, we're not doing enough or we're not doing it right. But that comes with believing in self, believing within self. It sounds like a cliche, and we've heard it all our lives. Believe in yourself. But then they tell us, you're stuck up, or you're arrogant, or you're too, you're too self-centered and things of that nature. Which really, we're not self-centered. We haven't been centered in self.
And then I self sabotage myself also.
Yeah.
When it comes to, you know, like I know, like you know how I hear my spirit telling me to do something, but I don't listen because I'm too busy self sabotaging. I'd be like, well, you know, somebody else might need me today. You know, I could do this instead of doing this. I could do this for someone else instead of myself. And then when I focus on myself, I feel guilty.
Yeah.
That I did that. I feel like I feel like I'm not worth the effort for myself, and I know that's wrong, but it comes easier for me for others than myself.
It's such a weird dance.
Like I don't know how to center myself. Yeah, I don't know how to center myself with myself. I love Quinn. I love the shit out of me, but as far as my emotional state, I really don't. I'm not gonna lie. You know, the physical and the mental, I'm good at that part. But when it comes to my emotions, I'm good at shutting that off.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to.
Your emotions are heavy too. Your emotions are heavy. I see why you don't really want to deal with them, you know, because they're heavy, and then it makes you want to, you know, makes you have to face some things. And so the best exercise that I found that I can do when I'm in that state, which you just described, is, as we talked about earlier, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Lisa Nichols had given me an exercise to do, and that was, you know, look in the mirror and, you know, start off with forgiving yourself. And it's going to take you out of here. Oh, it's going to take you down, honey. You're going to be crying and throwing up and some more stuff. But when you get through it, it's going to be a burden lifted off of you. Forgive yourself for everything. You know, when you did that one thing back in the past that you wasn't quite proud of yourself for doing. Forgive yourself for everything, which is giving yourself permission to live. Once you get through that process, and it can be a lengthy process. It may not happen in one day. When you get through that process, you'll be able to breathe again. You'll be able to breathe. You'll be able to look at yourself again. You'll be able to give yourself permission to care about yourself again, because you're just pissed at yourself. You're just pissed. You think more of yourself than you've offered yourself. But the good news is it's only you that can offer it to you. It's nobody else's job to offer it to you. So that means that you have the power to change those things. And don't get me wrong, I don't want you to change anything that you've gone through and what happened to you, because it makes you who you are.
Who I am. Exactly.
It's the reason why it's the reason why you're calling yourself to that higher level. So, you know, once you forgive yourself, thank yourself. Thank yourself for giving yourself a chance to do it again and again and again until you get to where you're trying to go. This is all about you. Yeah. You're on the main stage. You're the leader of your play. You're the front man of your band. It's all about you. It's all about you. Your ancestors are looking at you right now and talking about, it's you, girl. It's you. You the one. You. It's all about you. It's you. Do that shit. It's you. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Go. 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 Do it. Do it. Do it. It's all about you. So that was, you know, I just wanted to say that. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Shaman. Go ahead and
thank you, ma'am.
Give her something. Who said that? Who said shit? Who said that?
I was like, that was good. That was all. That was what she needed.
That was it.
That was what she needed right there.
I mean, what more can be said after that? That was it. Go ahead, High Priestess.
I'm just saying, I just been there before. That's all it is. I've been there before, and it's a process. It's a process, but girl, when you come through it, you're gonna be shiny as gold. They're gonna wonder what happened, why you're glowing so much, why your beacon's shining so light, so bright. They're gonna wonder, what you do? You pregnant? You get a new man? You got what you doing? You know, and all you did was fall in love with yourself. Everything about you.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where I'm at now. It's all about me.
Yep.
Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow.
You know, those lessons that we go through, that pain and suffering, you know, as healers, because she is one, you know, we go through that because we're supposed to use that to help someone else. But we don't have to keep suffering in it. You know, like it doesn't have to be suffering. We can just use it as a lesson. something to go back to remember when somebody else is going through it. We can go back and say, "Oh, you know what? I went through that, and this is how I came out of that." We don't have to stay in the suffering of it, though. We don't have to do that part, you know.
And so, and that goes back. That goes back to what Ameerah was saying: the forgiving, forgiving yourself. Yeah. That goes back to that forgiving yourself part.
I don't know how to. I don't know how to do that part, like, because there's a lot of stuff I went through in my life.
Yeah.
And I tell my story, and everybody's like, "But look at you now. You know, like, you don't show no signs, but it's like I'm dead on the inside. You know."
Yeah.
And it's like I'm tired of being there.
It's because you spent time numbing yourself to those feelings. Like, you seem to be just your energy. You seem to be a really strong woman. Like, you're the head. You're the head, not the tail.
Always,
you're always leading the pack. And so in order for us to
I tell everybody, I'm the alpha male.
Yeah.
I'm the alpha female.
Yeah. And every time
that's what I say, but it's like I don't have nobody else to I don't have that I don't have what I could give other people. I don't have that person I can vent to, or that is always me. You know, I always got to be the grounded one. I always got to be, you know, I always got to figure out everything for everybody. And it's like, what about Quinn? You know what I'm saying? like. And that's why
that's why you're right on track right now. Like earlier when you first called in, you were talking about, you know that you are called to help and heal others. And you know that you can be a beacon of light for others. But you're having a hard time because you also know that you're supposed to focus on yourself. And then when you try to focus on yourself, you feel guilty. And really,
my stomach. Yeah, I feel. Yeah. I don't want to deal with that emotion. I don't want it.
Right. I was going to say it's fear.
Losing control.
Yeah, you're afraid of that emotion, and I'm not here to tell you that it's going to be easy. Like I said, when you do that exercise, the looking in the mirror, I mean, like when I did the exercise, I went all the way back to when my firstborn was a child, and I was arguing with his father, and I had him in. I've never told this, and I'm about to say it live. I had him in a carry-all, but I didn't have him strapped in. And I was arguing with his father, and I was on my way out the door, and he slipped out of the carry-all and fell on his head. And, of course, we rushed him to the hospital. And I've been carrying that for years. I just forgave myself for that in 2019 when I was looking in that mirror, forgiving myself for everything. Wow. I dropped my baby on his head, and I had to forgive myself for that. I had to forgive myself for being careless with my child's life while arguing with his father. That's deep. That's a double entendre, as we call it in the music industry. It's deep. And it took me out of here. Like I said, when I was going through it, I was crying, throwing up, just because I brought up everything. And it's not going to be easy. But on the other side of that is love and compassion for yourself. Can't nobody beat you up the way you do yourself. And I know it. I know you in that room by yourself, beating yourself damn near to a bloody pulp spiritually. You've done enough of that. It's over. Forgive yourself. It's over. Stop punishing yourself. Forgive yourself. It's over. It is over. Yeah. We love you. Now love yourself. It is over. Forgive yourself.
Yes. Yes.
I forgive you. I forgive you. And if I can do it, you can do it. Shaman, do you forgive her?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Already forgave her.
Amaka, do you forgive her?
I forgave her in my heart. I've accepted who she is. I accept who you are. I accept what you're here to do. I accept you. I forgive you. I love you. I love you.
Ashay.
I love you. You are worthy. You are here. You're still here. That means you can do it again. That means you got another chance.
Yeah.
You still got something to do. Whatever you came here to do, you still trying to do it. Thy will be done. That means that's your will. People don't understand that. They think that's a blasphemy comment that I just made. No. You wouldn't have a will if God didn't have the will for your life.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So welcome.
The high priestess is speaking tonight.
Be quiet, Papa T. Be quiet. I told y'all it's going to be a crying time today. I already knew it. I knew it.
Channels have opened up today.
Yes. The high priestess is speaking tonight.
Okay. Who do we got next? Shanice. All right. That was a deep one.
Yeah, I was almost expecting you to break down again watching it here.
Yeah, a little bit. It was emotional. It's very clear why that's my number. Was that my number 5? That's very clear why that was one of my favorite moments. I do want to take a second and say, you guys, we do this show live, just to let you guys know. And a lot of shows, a lot of podcasts, they run their show, they tape their show, they pre-record their show, and then they go through all the edits and they make sure that everything is pristine before it's shown to you. We have a nerve to let it all hang out over here. We do it live. And as I said, when we first started this live streaming in studio portion of the show in March, I think it was March the 3rd, we started here in studio. I told you guys we're doing a lot. I mean, we're live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, and even showing some behind the scenes on Instagram, as well as going through Blog Talk Radio, which is the Mic network that you guys hear me mention all the time, and the CEO Aziz. And we're broadcasting out of UBN Go Studios. So we're doing a lot, and sometimes shit happens. And you guys get the pleasure of seeing it all. So I'm saying that to say that, as you guys, I'm sure, noticed that the audio was before the video. We don't know what the hell is going on. I mean, I swear when we put this thing together, it was all perfect. And now it's running amok. So I'm so glad you guys bear with us. Moment after moment, month after month, every Sunday, you guys, you here for it. Y'all like, fuck it, we going in with her. So I am so happy that you guys stick with us through all of the shenanigans. I promise we gonna get it right. But one thing I did notice when watching the shows, the playback, we've gotten better. I remember Tony didn't know when to put the hand claps. Henry had shit cutting off after 3 seconds. That's what I get for talking shit to the engineer. That's what happens live. Don't talk shit to the engineer. Lesson. And the owner of the station. Who am I to do this? Henry had stuff running. I'd be like, do from 1 minute to 10 seconds. And he would it was horrible. And I was stuttering, and I still stutter, but I was stuttering and scared and nervous, and things were out of order. But we came a long way, and we still here, baby. It's 2021, baby, and we still doing 2020 vision. So give a hand clap to yourself. Shout out to you for hanging in there with us through all of our shenanigans. Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. On this one, I hope we get this right, because this one is a singing one. We gotta make sure the vocals line up with the audio and the video lines up on this one. So I'll give us a few seconds. What's up? You got something to say?
Oh, I was gonna ask if you wanted to go over a couple of chats before you went into the next video.
Yeah, let's save some time around here. And is anybody calling in today? That's what I want to know. 646-378-0355. Press 1 to be heard, to chime in, to get it, to be uplifted and spiritual, and let your voice be heard. Yeah, do that. 646-378-0355. Press 1 so you can talk to us. Let us know you out here with us. I'm not alone, am I? We got on Facebook, we got Felita Carr And that is my niece. That is my niecey in Cincinnati, Ohio. And she says, "Hi, Auntie." Yes, that's my niece. Shout out to you, Felita. Long time, but I'm glad you're here, doing well, letting your voice be heard. She's also a phenomenal vocalist, Felita. She has several gospel albums out. Go on and shout that gospel album out so that we can shout it out here on 2020 Vision, Felita. And I also think I'm pretty sure she has her own podcast broadcasting in Cincinnati, Ohio. So shout that out as well. What up, Felita? Hailing from Cincinnati, Ohio. She is my big brother's daughter, firstborn. Yeah, baby. Also, we have Cammie Harris. That's also my sister-in-law. And she's sending love to her nephew, my son, Malik. Also, we love you, Sharonda, is what she wanted to say as well. Also, Cole Black. He said 100, 100, 100, 100. He was on that Malik clip. He loved that Malik clip. I told you, Malik be coming through, dropping jewels, even when he's not here in the physical. I mean, he just permeates through the spiritual universe, and he's just dropping it everywhere. He's just gifts and love and gifts. He's definitely the magic in my story in regards to my career. So thank you again, Malik, and shout out to you, Cole Black, for acknowledging the man, the God, Malik Youssef. Also Mario Britton, and he says, "Hi, Smiley." That's what you say on the comments all the time. Come on, say something else. You know, we gonna shout you out on here. Mario talking about "Hi, Smiley." Say something else. All right, you guys, are we ready for number 4? My number 4 moment. We ready? All right, let's go.
Good. I'm great now.
Yes. We want you to bless us with a song, and then we want to come back and we want to get all in your business when you come back. But first, let them hear those vocals of yours. Everybody hold on to their seats. It's about to be a windstorm up in here.
I hope I can get this right. Let me turn this up a little bit.
Something that will sure enough set her stop on right. You refuse to put anything before your right. What I got will not on your pride. Aside. Yeah. Yeah. That's like it, yeah. Tell something good, baby. Yeah. That you love me, yeah. Got no time in what's your love to really. That was 48 hours to stay. Yeah. My love is you even love like you should. What I got will show to you. Oh. Tell me something good, yeah. Tell me that you like it, yeah. Tell me something good, yeah. Tell me that you love me, yeah. You ain't got no kind of pain inside. something that will sort of set your soul on fire. Yeah. The problem is you ain't in love like you should. What I got to give will show it to you good. Oh, tell me, baby, tell me that you love me. But you got to. Oh, tell me, baby, tell me that you like it. Yeah. You got to. Oh, tell me, baby, tell me that you love me, baby. Tell me something good, oh, yeah, oh, something good.
I gotta get my water over there.
Yes. Y'all give it up for Trina Stewart.
All right.
Yes. Yeah, I'll tell you something good. I'll tell you something real good. You blew that song out the water, baby. Yes. Again, one of my favorite moments. It's obvious. I love Trina. I love Trina. Trina and Stelita was on there on that particular episode, and we were trying to kick off the jam session series like once a month. We were gonna have jam sessions. I don't know what happened with that, but I mean, you know, it's a new year. It's a new year, so we'll see. We'll see going forward. But yeah, I mean, it was dope. It was dope to bring the divas to the platform of 2020 Vision. We get to see them live. Well, we used to get to see them live when, you know, before this thing happened. But, you know, it was, I feel like this platform was kind of right on time because once the healing started to happen, you know, a lot of us was scrambling, like, where we going to go? What we going to do? How are we going to express ourselves, especially as creatives? You know, we need it. You know, we need it. We need it. Not to be taken advantage of. Don't think you ain't got to pay us, but we do need that platform to express ourselves on. So it was really important for me to bring those divas on 2020 Vision so you guys get to see and experience what, you know, some of the everyday moments in my life. So it was a good show. It was near and dear. It was singing. You know what I mean? It was singing. They was putting it down. So I loved it for obvious reasons. How about you?
Well, I absolutely love hearing live music. You know, I'm not the most vocal about appreciation, but I definitely love it and I enjoy it. So, you know, unfortunately, I'm kind of, or maybe not unfortunately, fortunately, I'm a spoiled brat when it comes to this because obviously I've been around that live genre a lot, and so I get the opportunity to see probably more live shows than the average person. So I can't. You know, I can't deny that, you know, hey, it's a a beautiful thing and I enjoy it. So it was definitely nice to see that and be, you know, and be here in the studio to hear her do the live show via Zoom. But you know, that moment was kind of, you know, was timeless, you know, like, you know, her doing a song that, you know, pretty much everybody loves. I don't know one person that doesn't love that song.
Yeah.
And then in addition, like you said, she did a fantastic job singing that song. So
yeah, it was good for me. It was good for me. Tony, I remember you was like, that girl can sing.
I love how when, even on Zoom, it was like a million people in front of her. She you know, it's like no awkward. She just like, give me the mic. I'm gonna sing. She's great.
I know she got lost in it for a second.
She did. She was like flipping her head around like, girl, where's all those people?
A true performance artist is what she is. Shout out to you, Trina Stewart. Thank you so much for coming on and blessing us with those vocals, girl. We got to have you back in live and living color, honey. I said I want us all to come here, like, and be in here. Or that other room, Tony, the other room, when, you know, it's all hooked up. I'm just saying. It's gonna be hooked up, right? We're gonna have a couch in there, little stage. It's gonna be hooked up. I'm telling you. Okay. Anyway, that was my number 4 moment, and my number 3. It was another Actor's Corner with Stephen Williams. Show that one.
Everything I've ever done and everything you will ever do, Evan, and you, Ameerah, transitions into the next thing.
Yeah.
That's how we get to the next step, by doing the step that we own really well. And some motherfucker discovers, ooh, I like that motherfucker for my next project. You display something in your acting, in your performance that tells somebody that I can use him or her in my next project. That's what we do. That's all we do, is put our shit out there.
That's right.
We throw our shit against the wall. And somebody's going to look at that shit and say, ooh, that shit fits with my shit.
Yeah.
So let's hire that motherfucker to do my next project.
Yeah.
And then it jumps into the next thing. That's how I'm looking at it. Again, that's a blue collar approach as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
Just do your work. Do what the fuck you do. Find a lane and stay in the fuck in it. Do your lane. Somebody else is in your lane who got some value. You just want to run into that motherfucker.
You've been on show, Stephen. You've been on show after show after show. You went from X-Files to Supernatural. You had your own series, Links, on the air. What was it like to work with Pam Grier? What was she like?
I'm in love. To this day, I'm in love. To this day, I'm in love. That was one of the most incredible women I've ever met in my life. She's a cancer survivor.
Oh, wow.
And I hope I'm not divulging any secrets, Pam. If you or your family or your people watch this podcast or whatever this is, she is a survivor.
Blog Talk podcast, live stream.
Ameerah, she has a zest for life.
All right.
Every birthday that a crew member had, she was there with a cake. Every fucking, special occasion, anniversary. We were there. We are. Look at that. Me, Pam, and George Sanford Brown. George is awesome. Great director. Great actor. Him and Joe Insco, who was on that show, the white boy, they created 2 of the greatest characters ever on a TV show as far as I'm concerned. I had so much fun on that show. That woman, we walked in one day. I have a bicycle out here in my cabana right now. We walked in one day. She had 16 classic bicycles that she had bought for the cast and the writing and producing crew. Just as a gift out of her heart. Just out of her heart. Just out of nowhere. She loves life. I fell in love with her. I slept with her.
Wow. You did what? You did what? What happened?
Oh no!
Run
you
it back.
don't have to explain that.
Run that back again.
I'm gonna get a reaction.
Run it back.
I've said this on a couple.
Just
I
run it
said this on one other show with Evan.
Just say it again.
When I say this,
One more time.
people don't understand. Me and Pam were doing the show one afternoon, and we took a lunch break, and on Paramount Studios, and we decided we didn't want to eat lunch. We were tired as fuck, because we were working 16-hour days, and we said, let's take a nap. And we took a nap together in her trailer. We took a nap together. We actually slept together. We took a nap during lunch, and we slept together.
Let's be clear.
So I can claim that I slept with Pam Grier.
Let's be clear. on that note, we got.
We just laid down and we snuggled. We spooned.
Oh,
I will reveal that.
You spooned with Pam Grier.
And we slept together.
Good for you.
That's all that ever went down.
Good for you.
All that ever went down. I love that woman with a passion. She is an icon.
Shout out Pam Grier. We love you.
She is an icon.
Yes, she is.
You know?
Yes, she is. Oh my God. We love that show. Man, when Stephen Williams came on, he had us all in stitches. We loved that show.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that you're gonna just go hang out with. Like,
Yeah.
you know that every moment is gonna be a memorable moment. Yeah, most definitely.
He shared so many things with us. He was in it, He showed up and showed out. He showed us so much love, gave us so many things, so many stories, so much history, and he's history himself. He's been in this business well over 30 years. So he is one of our living legends. So shout out to you, Stephen Williams. And again, thank you, Evan Lightnell, for bringing your friend Stephen Williams on. He refers to him as like Uncle Stephen. So I can tell you what type of man he really is, his character, to the where you look at him like, your uncle, someone to look up to. So again, thank you for coming on the show. We had such a great time with you. You were able to tell us a lot of wonderful stories, and oh my God, it was hilarious. We cracked up. We had a good time. I think that show went like 30 minutes over. We was like, hey, we just got to let them go. When royalty is in the building, let them go. Let them have it.
Most definitely.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to move right along. Our number 2, we're getting down to the final one. Our number 2 was Actors Corner again. And this one was with Tobias Trevelyan. Let's take a look at this one.
It's improv something.
Okay.
So there's something I'm working on now.
Okay. All right.
And
they still casting for the female?
Yeah, it's cast.
Oh, okay.
But you
gotta be breaking my heart.
You basically we're going to improv.
Okay.
So
I'm ready.
You walked away from me at the altar, and we was just about to get married. And you go upstairs, and you're feeling guilty because you cheated on me.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Ameerah, it's me. Let me in.
You don't want to see me right now.
Just let me in. What's going on? If you're having an upset stomach and you need some time for yourself, that's fine. Take care of your business, and I'll meet you downstairs. We'll be fine, okay?
You got to understand, Tobias, I've loved you all my life.
I know, and I love you too, baby. But what's going on? We're about to get married.
I mean, you were my first love.
Yes.
And you were that boy next door that came and knocked on my door and told my parents that you wanted to take me out.
Of course. That's right.
So I dedicated my life to you.
Me to you too, babe.
Except this one time.
What happened?
When you went away to college on that scholarship.
Wait, Mary, please don't break my heart now. What's going on? What happened?
Your best friend Eddie told me that you were gonna leave me because all the girls were after you because you were the star on the football team, and
what happened?
He tricked me.
Who tricked you?
I knew you wouldn't do that to me, but I was scared and I was alone, and I didn't think you were gonna come back. I didn't think you were gonna come back, Tobias. I didn't think you were going to come back.
I'm here. What? Who tricked you? They tricked you to do what?
I was with your best friend, Eddie.
You was with Eddie?
Yeah.
You cheated on me?
We were so young. You were gone.
You cheated on me?
It didn't mean anything. It didn't mean anything.
Wow.
But I can't go through with this without telling you the truth. Tobias.
I knew something was wrong. I knew something was off. I just couldn't put my finger on it. I gave you everything. I take care of you. I give it to you. Before you can even think about it, I give it to you.
this is how you treat me. We got a house full of people down there, and this is how you treat me.
I couldn't go through with the lie. I couldn't start our life with the lie. It's because I love you, that I walked away. I love you.
Who is he?
It's always you.
Who is he? Who the hell is he? I want to know who is he, goddammit!
You know what?
Who the hell is he, goddammit? I want to know what the hell's going on around here.
Oh, how fun. How fun. That wasn't even that long ago, but it was fun. You know, I'm going to take advantage on this show. Like, you bring some actors and some singers and some celebrities on this show, I'm going to get in where I fit in. I'm not about to. I'm taking full advantage of Tobias Trevelyan being here. We going to do a scene right here on YouTube, Facebook, and everything worldwide, baby. That's what we about to do.
Ain't that what you supposed to do?
Well, I'm just saying.
You gotta plug
Let
yourself.
it be known. I'm taking full advantage. He was so sweet to indulge me, though. Oh, it was like not way back when, but it was very near and dear to my heart. Okay, so what say you?
Oh,
let me hear what you have to say.
What do you mean? What do I have to say? You know, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to plug it. You're supposed to make sure you take advantage of every opportunity that's out there. And as far as the scene, I mean, I think you did one heck of a job on the scene. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right, what Tony? You was watching from the other room that day, huh, Tony?
Actually, I wasn't here.
You wasn't even here.
I was out, but I started cringing, looking at Henry, going, "What? I may have to leave the room." No, you did a great job.
Thank you. We were just acting.
Right.
I didn't come up with the scene.
It was so good. I didn't know.
All righty, guys.
Very, very convincing.
Shit. All right. Subliminal. You're not the only one named Subliminal around here.
Whoa.
I'm just saying. Subliminal.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm just saying. Anyway, let's move right along.
Before you get into them.
And my number one favorite 2020 vision moment so far, to date, is it was also from the Jam Sessions series, or non-series, non-starter, but it was good. The first one was good. Okay. All right. Play that for me, Tony.
Those things those singles should be out before the fall.
Okay.
So you were working on the artwork on the different singles, and we just want to be perfect and not make it like.
Yeah, well, you were so gracious to have that the little snippet, the little promo of it. So yeah, I showed that earlier.
Higher is my heart, and Mirage is, I don't know, it's like my world. So there's two different versions of Mirage. It's going to be there's two different versions. There's a smooth jazz version, and then there's R&B version. The R&B version is featuring my brother Lorenzo Pryor on the keys, and then the smooth jazz version is featuring Patrick King.
Yes.
So it's interesting. They're hot. They're hot and popping.
Well, everyone, watch out for Trina Stewart. She's coming through. You guys, you're going to get a chance to see what she's doing right here on the show, but you'll also get a chance to tap in with her later on her own original music, and I'm sure it'll be out on all the platforms. So look out for Trina. But she's blessing us today with some of these vocals. I'm gonna need you and Stelita to do me a favor right quick, though. Where's Stelita? Bring her back.
Stella,
here I come.
She's right here.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey. All right. So because I have to jump in this jam session, y'all wasn't gonna let me not do the jam session. I'm gonna need you guys to introduce me.
You do the honors, Stelita.
I'll start.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on. Tony, we got the song queued up for when they make sure.
Wait a minute. Well, what song is it though?
Which,
I don't even know.
This one is the theme song to this show, which is No Regrets. Okay.
Oh, I love it. Love it.
Okay.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, go ahead.
Introducing
welcome to the what we want to call this. It's not the stage, the platform.
2020 Vision Radio Show.
The Ameerah, the songstress,
The songstress.
the diva. Look, she getting her drink before she starts. Get it, girl.
Oh my
Ameerah,
God.
y'all.
Turn up, y'all. Turn up.
Girl.
Thank you.
No regret.
Can you turn me up a little bit in my ear?
No regret.
Let me fix my crown, baby. Like dominoes, yeah, it's going down. My feet off the ground, elevated. You feel my soul when you hear my sound. And I don't know why you're like a red light that don't ever change. And you should know why I'm merging to the other lane. I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets, making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess, vibing high so you know I'm blessed. I'm getting close, no regrets, making hits is a reflex. I'm getting closer. Ooh, yeah, hey. Ooh, I got no regrets. Ooh, I'm so tapped in, baby. Yeah, I'm turned on and tuned into that frequency. Bring love and light and healing in my energy. See a major difference in these minor melodies. And I don't know why you're familiar faces in strange places. They don't ever change. And you should know why I'm merging to the other lane. I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets, making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess, vibing high so you know I'm blessed. I'm getting closer, no regrets, making hits is a reflex. I'm getting closer. Ooh, hey, I came with the keys to the industry. Oh yeah, I'm built for this. I came with the keys. I came with the keys to the industry. Oh yes, I'm getting closer. No regrets. I'm up next. I'm getting closer. Oh yeah. You know I'm blessed, cause I'm up next. There's no regrets. I'm getting closer. I'm closer to my dream. I can feel it. I can touch it. I'm closer to my dream. Hey, hey. I got no regrets. Oh, I got no regrets. No, I got no regrets. You're jumping me in there.
Girl, I don't have any either. I have no regrets.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you this, Ameerah.
What's that?
Your lyrics, you kind of take a person away from like what your song is. They want to listen to your lyrics. Your lyrics are so good.
Thank you.
Just let me tell you that you're such a good songwriter.
So I'm not even gonna speak on why that's my favorite number one. Why that's number one. I'm just not gonna speak. Go ahead. What you got to say?
I actually love that and a big part of it is because, I mean, and I don't think it's any secret. I think, anybody would be ridiculous not to understand this from me, but I've always loved, hearing you live. I've always loved you hearing you perform. So regardless of whether it's, via this, this platform, or whether it's on stage, or if it's even in the studio when you're recording, I love hearing you live. I love hearing your voice. And even though it's a very cliche-ish thing to say, yes, I'm your biggest fan, but it's the truth. The reality is I am your biggest fan. If I wasn't, odds are I probably wouldn't be sitting here, right? But
I don't know.
But
my mama's got something. My mama used to have something to say about that.
She could say whatever she wants, but the reality is what it is.
Don't speak ill of the dead. Look
I
at
ain't
you.
speaking ill of her. I said she could say what she wants, but the reality
you ain't say that in her
is,
face.
I did. Matter of fact, me and her had a big conversation about that. So
she knew me longer.
That don't mean anything to me. Anyways, my point here is I absolutely loved it and enjoyed every moment of it.
Thank you. Tony, I'm not gonna make you say nothing. If you don't want to say nothing, you ain't got to say
well,
nothing.
I've actually never seen you live, so.
Oh, okay.
So one of these days I'm gonna have to.
Oh yeah.
Girl, you sound good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be holding back too here
well,
for some
reason.
reason.
It's hard to let it all
Yeah.
out here, but that's why it's like, I can't wait to see it.
Thank you. I can't wait to do it for you. But it's coming soon. Believe me. I know they pushed the Grammys back to March the 14th, and we were, doing some great big stuff around the Grammys. So, but everybody's gonna get their invitation soon.
Right.
Soon. Okay. So yes, you guys, that was my top 10. But I would be remiss to act like that there was no others that I loved and wasn't my favorite. But those were my top 10. But I have a few more that I want to show. Let's just go down the list. We got about 15, 20 minutes ish here. So let's keep it popping. This one was That's Hilarious with Buddy Lewis and Buddy Lewis and Doug Williams. That's what it was. Buddy Lewis and Doug Williams. Shout out to you for coming on 2020 Vision. Show this one for me, Tony.
Martin probably won't remember this, but I actually I saved Martin from a trip to the pokey one night. Yeah, Martin. He might not remember this or want to tell it, but one night this guy got drunk, right? And he was, in the club. He was a comic, and and he was, razzing Martin a little bit. When are you going on stage, Martin? He's like, Martin's like, yo, man, my name's Martin, man. Don't call me Marty Mart. The dude was like, okay, Marty Mart. He's still messing with Martin. Right? Yeah, he's kind of antagonizing Martin, right? And Martin was like, yo, man, I had enough, man. Leave me alone. It was, well, what are you gonna do, Martin? And Martin, you don't know, Martin's a former Golden Glove boxer.
Oh,
he got them hands.
I didn't know that.
Martin had enough of this dude.
Yeah.
And I tell you, he gave him a
Did it make that sound?
And
It made that sound funny.
And I'm gonna tell you the funniest thing was, dude, I don't know if you've ever had a fight with like a real drunk white guy. They all start asking questions when they get their ass kicked. What are you doing? Why is this happening? Hey, why, man? Why? And he never dropped his drink. Hey, man, what are you doing? Martin put them hands to him and knocked him out. Like he was like talking and getting knocked out at the same time. It was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. Because you see drunk people, they fall in. What are you doing? Martin, and he's like, oh, wait a minute, you can't do this to me. And I'm like, Martin, man, come on, man, you got to go. Yeah, right. You got to go, because the fat doctor was about to call Martin up on stage. I was like, yo, man, you better get out of here, man. Because I'm like, I'm from Howard, bro, and I'm telling you, if police come, they're gonna take you, Martin. Just go, man. Right. I'll tell him that he started it. And, he drunk. I just let him know, man. If he says he lies, I got you. Yeah. So Martin boned out, and I was like, whew. And then as Martin left, the white dude was like, hey, man, what did he do? And I was like, because you did it to him. Right. It's your fault. You spilled your drink on him, and I was lying. He did it. You know? He was walking around talking about Martin punched me in it. And man, and it's funny because you remember the Tommy Hearns episode where Martin's head got big?
Yeah.
This dude's head, it kind of swole up.
So let's just say Martin had a little inspiration.
Martin had inspiration. Man, I'm telling you, Martin punched that dude all in his head. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Hey, man, why? He never spilled his drink.
Never.
Didn't spill his drink.
We're going to run them down real quick these last couple of seconds. Yeah, Buddy Lewis, hilarious. Thank you for sharing that story with us about Martin Lawrence. We love Martin Lawrence as well. Can't wait to have you on the show. And yeah. Anyway, thank you, Buddy Lewis. Thank you, Doug Williams, for coming on at that point in time. Let's move right along. Yeah, this one is Spiritual Release. This is one of my favorite spiritual gurus by the name of Mandisa. Play that for me, please, Tony.
So with Ameerah, she's a Pisces. Okay, that's her sun sign. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So the sun sign represents the outward personality. It's how you express yourself in the world.
Okay.
It's who you feel most comfortable showing everything. It's just like the sun, right?
Okay.
But your moon sign is your inner world, your inner self.
Okay.
That you only show to other people once you get to know them or you.
Oh, just a second. Wait, Mandisa, can you hear me? Oh, I'm sure it's good what she's saying too. Mandisa, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. All right, give us a second. Let's try to get you back in. Okay, got you back. Can you hear me now?
You got me back?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we lost you after you said that the inner self, the inner person, the one that we show to some people as they get to know us. That's where we lost you. You were going to say.
Yeah. So that's your inner self.
Okay.
And for me personally, my sun sign is Aquarius, and Aquarians are, very expressive people and kind of happy-go-lucky. But my moon sign is Scorpio. So growing up, I used to wonder why the things about Aquarius didn't totally fit me.
Okay.
And it was because of my moon sign.
Okay.
That's who you really are on the inside.
Yes.
So all of the signs are broken up into elements.
Okay.
There are 4 water signs. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Oh, no, so the Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer are the water signs. Okay. You've got Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Are the air signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn are the earth signs.
Yes.
Sagittarius, Aries, and who am I leaving out? Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo are the fire signs.
Okay. Wow.
So Ameerah's sun sign and her moon sign are water.
Okay.
Water is the most receptive element.
Mm-hmm.
So her ability to be intuitive, to be able to be empathic, it comes with her being water. The body is 90% water.
Yes.
So that's where water is the only element that you can see your reflection in. You can't see your reflection in fire. You can't see your reflection in dirt. But you can see your reflection in water, right?
Okay.
So Ameerah's the next sign is Mercury. It's the way that you communicate. So we've gone over your personality, your emotions, and the way that you communicate.
Okay.
Her Mercury is in the sign of Pisces. Or her Mercury is in the sign of Pisces.
Okay.
So Pisces rules the arts. It rules spiritual. It rules different aspects of the spiritual realm. It rules illusion, delusion, self-undoing, mystery, but it also rules healing.
Yes.
So for anybody who would meet Ameerah, you would automatically feel a calming, healing presence because she's got her 3 planets in water. So she vibrates at a more deeper extent to the mother vibration than most people. Even me, because Aquarius is a male sign.
Yeah, sure is.
That's the other thing about the astrological signs, is they're either masculine or feminine. All of the water signs are feminine. All of the earth signs are feminine. All the fire signs are masculine. All of the air signs are masculine. So I don't get caught up in the arguments about the different genders or how people feel on the inside or transgenderism or any of that, because I could sit down with their chart and explain to them why they feel more like a woman than a man, or why they feel more like a man than a woman, or why they go back and forth between the two. It can be all explained in their astrological chart where there is no confusion. So Ameerah's, so then the next planet is Venus, and Ameerah's Venus is in the sign of Aquarius, which makes her love very idealistic, makes her love very humanitarian, makes her love a little bit detached, but not detached to the point that she's not engaged, but detached to the point where she's trying to see the whole picture to know and understand how love is to manifest for her inside and in her relationship. Something else that I made sure to tell her is that in spite of what any astrologer says, if you go and talk to an astrologer, ask them if they're an Aquarius or if they have any planets in Aquarius. If they don't, there's a lot of information that they're not getting. Now, because Ameerah's Venus is an Aquarius, she's an official ambassador of the Aquarius age. She can express to you how you can change your vibration to love like Aquarians love, which means they're tolerant. It doesn't mean they accept the BS, but it means that they're open-minded with love and how love is supposed to manifest itself in the world. But also that love is a humanitarian thing, to make sure that the love that I have for myself is the love that I have for the earth, is the love that I have for the animals, is the love that I have for my brothers and sisters. So she vibrates to a humanitarian type of love. So she gets pulled in a lot of different directions. A lot of people are attracted to her. And so her close friends, me included, could get a little bit jealous because it's just like, we're not getting our Ameerah time. Well, Ameerah is not just for us. Ameerah is here to show and pour out to the world like an Aquarius, the waters of love, the waters of love, because everybody needs water. You can't live without water. So that's what she's here to express with her love. And then her Mars is in the planet of Capricorn. Mars is the planet of personal power. It's the planet of war. The sign of Capricorn is all about responsibility, authority. It's represented by the goat. So if you ever get into an argument with this woman, know that she's going to wage war like a Capricorn. And yesterday you were talking to the Pisces or the Aquarius.
This has been the running thing.
See, you're not talking about love. You're not talking about communication. You're not talking about emotions. You're talking about war. You're talking about personal power. So you're going to get a very organized, methodical Capricorn that's going to authoritatively put you in check.
I'm just saying. Through the screen. And then my next, another good one was the Shane and Pedro, Black Pedro. Let's see. They had a lot of good things to say that day. Yeah, you know, I noticed comedians, you guys are always very smart, very educated. You have to be. You have to be quick to be funny and witty, you know. So, yeah. So it doesn't surprise me, you know.
Really stupid comedians.
There's a lot of
no, but like that, and then you guys also have like a story, like a real, you know, traumatic type story, you know, and it seems like you guys decided, okay, I'm just gonna take everything and make it funny so that it can, you know, so it can be bearable for me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Am I far off on that or?
Well, it literally is just cheaper than therapy. Like
Right.
honestly, I'd rather just turn this shit into jokes than pay $200 an hour.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Talk about it to
But I think that you're right about. But I didn't say I turn it into jokes. I was like always yelling at the White House type of dude. I was remember Furious Styles? I was that character in real life. Always like
from Boys in the Hood.
Okay. Oh yeah. Ice Cube's father, right?
Yeah. No.
Oh no. What's his
Cuba Gooding's father?
Oh, Cuba, or either was it Morris Chestnut? No, it's Cuba Gooding. Okay.
No, Cuba Gooding Jr.'s father.
Okay. Yeah.
I need you to stop confusing all your black movies.
No, it's who me?
Yeah, he's like, wasn't she Baby Boy's grandson's uncle's nephew to Don't Be a Menace to O-Dog's O-Dog's cousin's grandnephew?
Y'all know they started to merge at a certain point in time, like late 80s, 90s to the 2000s. They all kind of, you know what I mean?
Best man playing the guitar. I literally, my friends were, you know what 5%ers are? 5%ers
yes.
were
confused. They're confused.
I had a lot of people that were part of Zulu Nation.
Yeah.
A lot of brothers is like, yeah, man, we gonna collectivize and we gonna take over the White House eventually, brother. I was around a lot of dudes like that, and they would stand on the streets and say crazy stuff and die cracker. And I would say crazy stuff too, and people would laugh. And then after a while, people was like, "Man, you should do comedy."
Right.
Crazy.
Hey, what was you yelling out, Shay? Tell me something. Tell me something you were yelling out.
I was a brother. How come no brothers on the wall? How come no pictures of brothers on the wall? And, you know what I'm saying? We should drag our binos out to the sun and watch them heal. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
So,
crazy.
Because every now and then an albino will walk by and be like, yo. Yo, son. That ain't cool, son.
That ain't cool what you did to that albino. But,
That was on there or on us? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well, that, you know, these were just some of my favorite moments. Definitely, guys, want to leave you guys with the last favorite moment of the evening. But before we go, I want to just thank you guys for all the time that you've spent with us over this past year and let you know we have more to come, more exciting news, more exciting programming, just more exciting music, more exciting people, more exciting stuff. So thank you guys for hanging in there with us on 2020 Vision. And I don't even know if I want to say this, but I will say this. I have a song. I have a single. And it is called Everything. And I have created and shot a music video / short film for it. And I can't tell y'all when y'all gonna see it. Can't tell you when it's coming out, but I can tell you that the work is done and it's created. And I've put a lot of time and hard work into it. And I really hope you guys enjoy it. And maybe
10 seconds.
Just turn that off. Just turn that blog talk off. Thank you. And maybe by Friday, maybe we'll get to hear it. But the song is called Everything. And I'll tell you guys what. I'll do a special thing. I'll go live on all of my social medias to include Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'll make the announcement when the song is actually available. How about that? You know, life serves you lemons, and sometimes you just got to make lemonade. But until then, no regrets, you guys. No regrets. We're going to go forward. Let's leave them with the last thing. We have this piece from my brother Aziz, the pulmonologist, and we're going to end the show with this. 4. Let's go.
Can you make my trip? I most certainly can. At a time in my young mind,
I used to sit back and lust after TV dimes. The kind that was like wine, fine and aged a few years. Other kids out shopping for games and gear. I'm at home watching Pam grill like, ooh, I would love to hit that from the rear. Knowing I would never have it. Still wanted to grab it, beat it, and bash it. Turned the channel and saw Angela Bassett. Now my erections are massive. Yeah, I was a sad kid. Mine on bad shit. Watching Good Times. Like, if Thelma had a butt naked party, I'll be the first to crash it. Nasty little nigga I was, I heard. My word, I was so absurd I probably would have took it to Whoopi Goldberg. So in this flow, bro, it's gonna show that I had a thing for the legs of olders on my shoulders. Shit, that nigga got a hold of Oprah. Big or small, I'll keep her in a good mood. Teenage years now. Black fists up to Queen Latifah. But I'm puffing on some reefer, hoping I can meet her because I really want to beef her one time. A fantasy of mine was to line up en vogue and then proceed to climb. Others had a favorite. I wanted the whole group all at the same damn time. I used to imagine Salt and Pepper dressed in leather, having group sex with me and Spinderella till we all bust together and say goodnight, tucked in tight. Back in the day, I knew niggas wasn't right, because even when they used to call her Dyke, I still used to sit up at night thinking like, I'll fuck the shit out of MC Light. To me, she was MC Lit, and on some realness, back in 76, Eartha Kitt was the shit. I used to have fits over Apollonia and Vanity 6, put them both in the mix. Hell, I didn't care, because I really used to stare at that black girl in the back there. Really didn't sing that much. She just looked sexy as fuck standing there holding that teddy bear. It appears that at puberty, horny prefers no race. I did not discriminate, and in my case, I craved for a particular three. Tina Marie, Sheena Easton, and Madonna could have got it from me, see? But I like me a sister from the old school. I would have broke all kind of rules to do the fool with Paula Abdul. I'm cool with whatever position she choose. And every time I see her, I try to remain calm. But you know who pussy I bet would be the bomb? Lita Rashawn and thick-ass Shaka Khan. Watching Arsenio Hall one night, I saw this clip. Before Stephanie Mills even hit the stage, I noticed her lips. Little short thing with the big-ass hips. Ass like a motherfucker, and her walk was a trip. And ever since, she had me tripping. In my mind, I was an adolescent Pippin, bringing marriages to an ending. You could have kept the Ashford. I just wanted Simpson. Remember the first time I saw Anita Baker? She could get breakfast in bed with a tie and no shirt. I'll be her Chippendales waiter. And if he ain't a hater, I wonder if Babyface will introduce me to Pebbles, because we got an old score to settle. So it's on site. But she only get one night with the pipe because I'm trying to get some of that early morning superwoman treatment from Karen White. We all went crazy when she took control. Her ass got swole, depending on who you asking. Started off as Penny, got a little action, got nasty, so now we call Janet Miss Jackson. And speaking of the Jacksons and women from back in the day, I always wanted to ask Michael before he passed away, what the hell happened to Ola Ray? That Thriller video vixen, that looked finger licking. I used to daydream I was hitting, then she went missing. All these old school women, I hope I ain't offending. It's just my opinion given, where my imagination be living, and that's that drip.
Let me fix my crown, baby. Like dominoes, yeah, it's going down. My feet off the ground, elevated. You feel my soul when you hear my sound. And I don't know why you're like a red light that don't ever change. And you should know why I'm merging to the other lane. I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets. Making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess. Riding high so you know I'm blessed. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets. Making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess. Riding high so you know I'm blessed. No regrets, no regrets, no regrets. Oh, I'm so tapped in, baby. Yeah, I'm turned on and tuned into that frequency. Bring love and light and healing in my energy. Hear a major difference these minor melodies. And I don't know why. Familiar faces in strange places. They don't ever change. You should know why I'm merging to the other lane. I'm getting close. I'm up next. No regrets. Making hits is a reflex. Oh yeah. I'm getting close. Don't take a second to second guess. Ride high so you know I'm blessed. Oh yeah. I'm getting close. I'm up next. No regrets. Making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close. Don't take a second to second guess. Ride high so you know I'm blessed. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. Oh, yeah. I'm built for this. Came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. Oh, yeah. I'm getting close. I'm up next. No regrets. Making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close. Don't take a second to second guess. Ride high so you know